One of the things I hear most often from language learners is that they struggle to put sentences together. If you've been studying vocabulary and grammar but still find it difficult to form sentences, especially complex sentences, then you need to learn this concept. It's called conversation trees, and it's going to completely change the way you learn languages. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate this language learning method in English, Spanish, and Portuguese, and as a bonus, Japanese and Hindi. Now, you may not be learning any of those languages specifically. If you are learning any of those languages, great. But if not, you can easily apply this method to any language you're learning. So our first conversation tree is going to be in English, starting with the verb I am, right? From the verb to be. Now, you can think of the verb of any sentence as like a seed, and the vocabulary are branches. So with that verb seed, I am, I can already say at least three things. You can say your name. I can say I'm Tony. I'm from Chicago, and I'm a teacher. Now, of course, it's infinite things. You could switch out your name, switch out where you're from, switch out what you do. A variation on that verb seed is I am not. Okay, so you could say I am not Tony. I'm not from Chicago. I'm not a teacher. And finally, to create instant conversation, if we take the verb in the form of a question, I can ask you, are you Tony? Are you from Chicago? Are you a teacher? In Spanish, soy Tony. Soy de Chicago. Soy profesor. Or, no soy Tony, no soy de Chicago, no soy profesor. Question for you, eres Tony? Eres de Chicago? Eres profesor? And in Portuguese, sou Tony, sou de Chicago, sou professor. Or, não sou Tony, não sou de Chicago, não sou professor. Question for you, você, Tony, você é de Chicago, você é professor? Now, you may be thinking, okay, this seems to work in Spanish and Portuguese, but what about languages like Japanese, Hindi, Korean, where the verb goes at the end of the sentence? Not all languages are the same. Tony, I'm imagining your comments already. Oh, it's not going to work. Someone recently said in a comment, oh, well, try that in Japanese. And we're going to. So just keep watching to see how this works in any language. With the verb have, you could say, I have a dog, I have a cat, I have pets, I don't have a dog, I don't have a cat. Question, do you have Spanish? Tengo perro, no tengo gato. Question, do you have pets? ¿Tienes mascotas? I would use this in a Spanish class, just like print it out, put it in front of people and just go, okay, let's go back and forth having conversation with these conversation trees. Portuguese, tenho cachorro, no tenho gato. Question for you, você tem pets? ChatGPT said that people say pets in Portuguese in Brazil. I don't know if that's true. If you're a Brazilian Portuguese speaker, let me know in the comments. Do you say pets? Using the top four most commonly used verbs here, be, have, go, and do. So going, look, I jumped into past tense here, and you're completely free to do that. So I went somewhere. You could say I went to work. I did not go to school. Did you go to the beach? Spanish, fui al trabajo, fui a la escuela, fui a la playa, no fui a la, fui, da. Portuguese, fui pro trabalho, não fui pra escola, você foi pra praia. Instant conversation in Brazilian Portuguese now. The verb do, you could say, I did many things. I did yoga. I did Tai Chi, okay? I did not do this. Did you do this or that, right? Spanish, hice muchas cosas. Hice yoga, hice Tai Chi. Question, hiciste yoga, you know? Fiz muitas coisas, fiz yoga, fiz Tai Chi, não fiz this, você fez that. Now, all of these languages are what's called SVO languages, subject, verb, object. I drink coffee. Many languages are subject, object, verb languages, Japanese, Hindi, Korean, and many others. So instead of saying I drink coffee, you'd say I coffee drink. So again, I've heard people say, well, it's not going to work if in a subject, object, verb language. Okay, here it is. Here's Japanese. Try it in Japanese. Here you go, okay? To say I am Tony, you say watashi wa Tony desu, okay? I don't really speak Japanese. You can correct the heck out of my pronunciation all day long. I welcome it. Watashi wa Tony desu. Okay, that's literally I, Tony, am. Okay, I'm from Chicago. Watashi wa Chicago shushin desu. I'm a teacher. Watashi wa sensei desu. Notice that the verb is still containing the vocabulary. It's just the tree is upside down. Question for you, are you those things? It's anata wa Tony desu ka? Anata wa Chicago shushin desu ka? Anata wa sensei desu ka? And if you are not those things, then just say watashi wa Tony de wa arimasen. Or watashi wa Chicago shushin de wa arimasen. Or watashi wa sensei de wa arimasen. You could repeat this gardening process of planting conversation trees with verb seeds and vocabulary branches with any verb on any topic for any conversation. Okay, but what if it's a more complex sentence, and what if the word order is completely different than what I'm used to? For example, in Hindi, to say, I went to America to study English, you say, I English study for, America went. The typical approach to this in a language learning setting is studying grammar. They want you to intellectualize the why. Why do you say it like this? Why is it said like that? Oh, well, I'll tell you why. Because it's called postpositions, because it's a subject, object, verb language, because this and because that. Thinking that if you intellectualize the why of grammar, then somehow you'll be able to use it. But that's the reason it never works. That's the reason people say, I still can't do it. I think I get it, but I can't actually use it. So this is how you use it. You create that tree. Look, I English study for, America went. Instead of saying I English study for, you could say I Hindi study for. The idea here is learning the pattern and then just switching out the variable within the pattern. So I Hindi study for, America went. Or you could say I science study for, America went. Likewise, maybe you didn't go to America to learn these things. You went to England. Well, I Hindi, English, or science study for, England went. Or you Hindi, English, science, Australia went. The possibilities are endless. As soon as you learn to say one thing in a language, you've already automatically learned infinite other things. By the way, in Hindi, that's मैं अंग्रेजी पढ़ने के लिए अमेरिका गया, or मैं हिंदी पढ़ने के लिए इंग्लैंड गया, or मैं विज्ञान पढ़ने के लिए ऑस्ट्रेलिया गया. So the result here is that a language isn't this thing that you're trying to memorize, but rather a set of patterns, like a decision-making chart. And when you learn one pattern, not only do you learn to say that thing, you learn to say infinite other things as well. That's the secret to forming sentences in any language. The point isn't memorizing words. It's being able to rearrange the words the way you want to express ideas and communicate in the language. I hope you've liked this video and that you continue to gain valuable language learning strategy concepts from my channel. Thank you for watching.